Hi guys, welcome to Jamieson's Trains UK and welcome to a brand new series for the channel. In this series, what I'm basically doing is travelling on different types of trains with different train companies such as units, local haulage, top and tail and push and pull. I haven't got the name of the series yet, but by the time I upload this video we should have a name. The train I'm going to be concentrating for this episode is a train I'm going to start the series off by celebrating its 30th anniversary and passenger service. The train might not be anything special to folk, might just be a daft commuter train, but I grew up with these trains and basically, you know, I love all my bits. I never get bored with these units. The train I'm going to be concentrating on is a Scotrail class 318. It's operated by Abellio Scotrail. It's a British Rail second generation EMU and they're based on the Mark III's. There are a total of 21 train sets in the fleet and each unit is formed of 3 carriages. The line I'm going to be travelling on for this review is Glasgow Central to Motherwell, Glasgow Central to Lanark, Glasgow Central to Larkhall, Glasgow Central to Carstairs, Glasgow Queen Street to Ballock. So I hope you enjoy this review. So let's hop on board. Class 318s, they were constructed at BREL in York between 1985 and 1986. A total of 21 train sets were constructed. They started running services in September 1989 on the Ayrshire coast. In 1987 they also started running on the March line. Some also ran from Glasgow to European Bay on the 303s right up to the late 1990s. In 2001, due to the introduction of the Class 334 runabout, half the Class 318 fleets were transferred over to the Abellio and some also over to Edinburgh. So at the time, Class 318s ran from Glasgow to Ayr, Largs and Dawson on the 334, and Glasgow to Europe and Baines Bay are runway 334s and 314s, and we also ran on the Abellio line a runway 334s, and they ran from Glasgow, Edinburgh to North Berwick a runway Class 90s, and that was before the Class 322s arrived. In 2011, due to the introduction of the Class 380, the 318s were withdrawn from the Ayrshire coast and the Inverclyde line, so now they could be seen on the Abellio line and the North Clyde lines. Alright guys, for this part of the video, thought we'd talk about the liveries that the 318s carried, and we'll do a wee tour of the video. This is the current Scotrail Scotrail livery that all the 318s in the fleet will be carrying. Some are still in the Carmine and Cream, SBT Carmine and Cream, but it will soon come to an end. But let's do a brief history of the interiors that they carried. So from 1986 up to late 90s, they carried the Strathclyde PTE orange and black, and then from late 1990s up to mid 2000s they carried the SPT Carmine and Cream, but they had like a black and gold stripe. When about 2005 to 2007, the units have been refurbished at Kilmarnock Works. So basically what they've done is these units just have a gangway at the front, and I'll just show you in a wee bit. But you used to have gangways, and the livery has been changed slightly as well. They took away the black and gold lines, and they painted the doors cream. There we go, see, you notice at the front is completely flat, but they used to have the doors on the gangway doors at the front, like the 317 side. So then, yeah, so they carried the carmine and cream with the cream doors, but that's slowly coming to an end this year, which is 2016, and now all the units are going to be carrying the Scotrail sill tyre. So let's do a wee tour of the interior, shall we? But this is obviously the latest interior, but originally they were based in the Mark III's, but they've been completely refurbished. But we'll just do a wee tour around the train. So this is like the latest interior. And as you can see, they've got sockets fitted. Not all the units have been fitted with them yet, but there you go. So that's refurbished interior. We will take a tour of the SPT interior as well. This is a coach where the compressor is as well. So here we go, power coach. So here we go, power coach. This is a pantograph, but yeah, from 2005 and 6 and that, there's a few changes. That's been changed. Those lights, they used to have the original Mark III style and lighting, but it's a complete different style. And for the next coach, the biggest changes have been made, but that's from 2013. So this lot's actually been refurbished in Doncaster from 2013 up to 2016. So this bit's completely changed. They used to have a toilet used to be located this side, but they fitted a disabled one, and they've made a lot of disabled access areas. So yeah, this bit's been completely built at Doncaster. And there we go. So basically that's the sill tyre interior. So next up we'll show you the SPT interior. So at this part we'll do the tour of the SPT Carmine and Cream 318. So there we go, there it's there, then Carmine and Cream. So we do a wee tour of the interior. So obviously it's completely different from the sill tyre. Obviously there's no sockets here. Oh, by the way, thought I would point out, not all the sill tyre 318s have the power points fitted yet, but they will eventually. But there we go. Let's take a wee walk through here. So yeah, it's just basically the same, apart from a different colour and the sockets. Well, we see the big changes they've done compared to what this has. So power coach, basically the same. Yeah, it's basically the same as I mentioned, different seat covers and different colours. And obviously you walk through here. Obviously they've done a lot of, but this is the original, but obviously the disabled toilet would be fitted there, but yeah, that's original. So there you have it. It's the SPT 318. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed these interior tours. Next up, performance. So at this part of the review, we're going to travel from Glasgow Central to Lanark. This is a good line for the performance of the Class 318, but we'll talk about the performance and we'll do some onboard footage. So yeah, as I mentioned, there are 3 car EMUs. The front car and the rear car are the driving cars, and the middle car is the power car. The power car has 4 Bruce TM2141 traction motors, and it's 2 traction motors per bogie. They collect power from overhead wires, 25 kilovolt overhead wires, using a Stone Abellio, I think that's how you pronounce it, Stone Abellio AMBR traction motor, pantograph, sorry. Brake horsepower, they've got 1000 brake horsepower, and the top speed 90 miles per hour. Brakes, disc. So yeah, that's just talked about the performance. So at this part of the video, we do some onboard footages and we do some filming sessions from the station. So I hope you enjoy this. driving into Glasgow Central about 5 minutes. So we're coming back from the Lanark run. But that's part of the episode. I thought we'd do the verdict of the Class 318. Obviously I grew up with this train, so my passion for it is sky high, and I never get bored with them. But yeah, they're nice and fresh, it's a comfortable train to travel on, and obviously the new interior is obviously much nicer than the SPT. But yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as I mentioned at the start of the episode, like, when this is published, when we publish this, it'll be the 318's 30th year anniversary of being in passenger service. So yeah, this will be uploaded on the 29th of September 2016. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want me to do a review on the next train, please comment on please comment on below, and I'll see what we can do. But I got an idea of the next train I'm going to be doing anyway, so yeah, I'm just looking for ideas anyway. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next episode.